Alright, so my name is Kylie Kunis, and I'm going to tell you about dyscalculia. So these are some of the characteristics of dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is a brain-based condition that makes understanding numbers difficult. So basically, it's like dyslexia, but with numbers. People with dyscalculia do not have a good number sense. This is that intuitive understanding of how numbers work. They may have trouble either understanding the math itself or the logic behind the math, which just means they may know how to do the problem, but they may not understand why it works, or vice versa. They have a hard time connecting math concepts to real life. These are some of the causes. So certain factors indicate that dyscalculia is a brain-based condition, but researchers do not know for sure what causes it. Genes and heredity. So some research has shown that dyscalculia is common in some families, so if your parents have it, you might have it. Brain injuries. Some brain injuries can cause dyscalculia. The environment. So dyscalculia has been linked to prematurity, exposure to alcohol in the womb, and possibly low birth weight. And then brain development. So studies have found that differences in surface area, thickness, and volume to the parts of the brain linked to learning and memory, setting up and monitoring tasks, and remembering math facts might be a cause of dyscalculia. Alright, here's the diagnosis process. So there's limited amount of research on dyscalculia, which can make it difficult to diagnose, but there is still a 3-step process used to determine if someone that is struggling in math may have dyscalculia. So step 1 is to get a medical exam. So this is where the parent and the pediatrician sit down to discuss concerns and other possible genetic disorders that could be the cause of the child's learning struggles. Step 2 is to see an educational professional. So look for professionals such as a school psychologist or a normal psychologist who is trained to give tests to figure out which math skills the child is struggling with. And the last step is to put all the information together. So after the exam, the pediatrician and the psychologist will look at all the information gathered, look at their test scores and everything, and then usually the school psychologist or maybe another more trained official would determine if the child actually has dyscalculia. Treatment. So there is no way to cure dyscalculia, but there are several different ways that parents and teachers can help a student with dyscalculia gain a better understanding of how numbers work. So you can use concrete examples to link math to real life, so things such as like sorting buttons. Using visual aids, that's like drawing pictures or using manipulatives. You can assign a more manageable amount of work as to not overload the child. Supervise and encourage the child to talk through the problem. You can break down a new lesson into smaller parts so they can learn more of the individual skills. You can review recently learned skills before moving on. Or you can play math-related games to help the child have fun and get more comfortable with doing math. These are some of the classroom challenges a child with dyscalculia might face. So they may have trouble counting, trouble recognizing number symbols or connecting the symbol to the word, such as the symbol 7 to the word 7. Trouble connecting a number to a real-life situation. So if you have like an actual group of 3 cats, they might have trouble recognizing that the symbol 3 goes with the amount of cats. May have trouble counting in order, so they may skip numbers or mix them up. Trouble recognizing patterns or sorting by size, shape, or color. Trouble remembering basic math facts and being able to recall those at other times. Trouble recognizing math signs and how to use them correctly. They may still use their fingers instead of more sophisticated methods. May have trouble coming up with a plan to solve a math problem, or trouble understanding math-related words such as greater than or less than, trouble telling time. These are some accommodations a classroom teacher could make for a child with dyscalculia. They can let the child have more time when they're taking a test. They can have the child answer fewer questions on a test. They can let them record lessons and lectures. They can look back over them at their own pace. They can use a calculator in class, or using graph paper to help them line the numbers up. These are some assistive technology options for the child to use. So they can use a calculator. It helps them with both basic and complex math problems. Math notion tools, those are used to help students write/type out special symbols and numbers for math equations. Graph paper to line things up. Graphing tools, these are digital tools to help them see the path of an equation. Drawing tools, this is like compass, protractor, ruler, just to help them draw lines, angles, and shapes. Equation solving tools, these are digital tools to help kids figure out how to solve a math problem or equation. They can use manipulatives, which is just little objects that help kids to kind of visualize the problem and solve it in other ways. A graphic organizer might be helpful for them to break down and lay out the steps for solving a math problem, especially like a word problem. Text-to-speech, which means they read the numbers out loud and calculations when solving math problems. dictation, which is write out math problems by speaking, so they say it and it writes it down. And you can use desktop and laptop computers, mobile devices such as tablets and smartphones, and Chromebooks can be used to help students, teachers, and parents to access these assistive technology tools. Alright, so this is where I got my information. Thank you guys for listening.